I'm going to show you how you can take a simple chord progression, such as and make it sound impressive and beautiful using walk-ups, runs, fills, and creative movement until it sounds something like this. Let's jump right in. You can use these techniques on any chords you want, but to showcase them, we'll just use that basic chord progression I just mentioned. And before we add anything fancy, here's the basic rhythm we're going to use. We've got 4 beats per bar, nice and steady, like this. And if you've got a sustain pedal, hold it down and you can reset it for each new chord. So the easiest way to add a bit of movement and melody is with scale walk-ups and walk-downs. This progression is in C major, so we can use the C major scale, which is just the white keys. Going from the C to the F, you could do a simple walk-up from the root of the chord, which is a C, like this. C, D, E, F, and then the chord on the F. But we also want to keep the melody flowing, so because the next chord is an F, we can skip up to the G, like this. C, D, E, skip to the G, and then come down into the F chord on the next bar. This saves us from playing the F in the walk-up, and then immediately playing the F chord straight after. We could even play the F as a second inversion to make it easier to get to. You can use this same idea anywhere, walk up or walk down by steps, and add a skip whenever it helps you to land on a chord smoothly. For example, these little passing tones instantly make your chords feel more alive. And the next thing you can do is movement in thirds. So a third in the key of C major is when you play, for example, a C, and then you'd go 1, 2, 3. So a first and a third. And you can move that shape around. So you'd go C, E, or D, F, E, G, and so on. So you can just see I'm skipping a white key in between. So now instead of using single notes, we're moving in pairs. So if you use those thirds to walk up from the C chord to the F chord, you could go. But we could also use that melody line that we did just before to avoid that repetition on the F. So you could go like this. Then skip up to the G and the B, and then onto the F chord. This is what it sounds like if we use that idea over the whole progression. And like I said, you can use these techniques anywhere. For example, those thirds used in a different key altogether, E major. By the way, premium members of Bird's Piano Academy can download the sheet music inside their members account. And if you're not a member yet, you should take a look. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now let's use the same idea, but add some rhythmic flavour using triplets. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we can play them like this: 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there we're playing 3 pairs of notes on the 3rd beat and another 3 on the 4th beat, like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. It also helps some people to get this rhythm if they say the word triplet. 1, 2, triplet, triplet. And you can also do walk downs using those rhythms. And when you were doing these thirds, it helps to start on notes from the chord you have just played. For example, on the F chord, you could start from the F and the A, or on the A and the C. And you can use these as transitions to move towards the next chord. So for example, if you were on the A minor, and the next chord is a G major, it makes sense to flow downwards. Here's what they sound like applied to the whole progression. I should say that these techniques I'm giving you, you wouldn't necessarily play every single time on every chord. Once you're used to them, you can throw them in here and there and mix and match between them. I'll show you an example of how at the end of the video. This next one is a really useful rhythmic fill you can use across the whole progression. Take the 1 chord or the home chord from the chord progression you are playing in, so in this case it's a C major, and turn it into a Sus4, which is when you take the 3rd of the triad chord and instead play a 4th. So you've got a 1, a 4, and a 5 in that chord. Then add an octave root on top, which is a C here. Then break it up, playing from the top to the bottom, like this. And then go down to the C below, and then back up. So if you were to add it into a chord progression, you could come in on the 3rd beat, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It adds an emotional tension that you can play over the whole progression, like this. And you can also play them as triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, triplet, triplet. Now, let's take that Sus4 idea and turn it into a run. So that C Sus4 chord, you could break it up from the bottom to the top like this, and repeat up an octave, like this. Let's go to the F chord, come down using the same run. So just moving down instead of up. To the A minor. You could also play them as triplets. It sounds great, doesn't it? But those ones are a bit more advanced, so don't worry if you can't play them at the moment. You can always work up to them. And this last fill uses the chord tones of a 3rd, a 4th, and an octave pattern. So for a C major chord, you would take a 3rd, a 4th, and then the octave root, which is a C. So a simple fill would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or you can repeat that pattern and speed it up, like this. I'll show you this over the whole progression using that faster repeated pattern. If you memorise these and get them until you can play them comfortably, then you'll be able to swap and change between them, which will add flair and beauty to your playing. Let's do that now and see how it sounds. And that's how we turn something basic into something musical. If you enjoyed this lesson, then you should take a look at the Birds Piano Academy membership. There's a whole range of step-by-step courses that use structured learning paths designed to get you playing impressive piano fast. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. And if you're in the mood for more runs and fills that you can use in your chords, then I'd recommend this video.